You win them. Every game has its own personality. You win them based on that. This game was going to be a physical, knockdown, drag out, with type of game. Okay, they're a hell of a football team. Give them credit. They're a physical football team. They tested us physically. We came out on top. Why? Because we just happen to be the better team. Okay, understand where we're headed, understand what we're doing, and understand what it takes. Every game will have a different personality. All right, we got a different team coming up next week. Enjoy this, and then we're going to refocus, okay, and get our asses ready to play some football. Now, I got a ball here, and the only reason I'm going to give the ball to him because it's his first 100-yard game.
Hey y'all, honestly I've been wanting to say this in front of the team, but like, you know, since everything happened back in August, man, I promise you, like, everybody in this room have like shown me unconditional love, support, man, just to help me get to this point for real, man. I couldn't be more thankful for everybody in this room, man. Y'all the people I turn to the most after going through what I went through, man. Just, you know, to have this opportunity to do what I did today, man, I give all y'all the credit, man. Thank y'all.
Team ball three. 1, 2, 3.
And with that, we welcome you into Command Center. Julie Donaldson, Logan, Paulsen, and Fred Smoot looking dapper as always. But of course, on Victory Monday, you have to bring your A game, just like Brian Robinson brought that big hat to the game. And what a game to bring it for. Gets over 100. I kind of feel like we need to make this a trend. Whoever has a big game gets a big hat.
Yeah. Are you buying us big hats, Julie?
Yeah.
I'll wear them on the show.
Yeah. Hey, no problem. No problem.
I didn't see it going that way.
Who's your big hat guy?
But look, you would get the big hat.
Yeah.
Like, you are always bringing your A game with your breakdowns. Of course, we look forward to those in this one as well. Fred, you'd probably just wear it on a random Thursday.
Just wear it out to the grocery store. Why not?
Okay. B-Rob got it. Kendall Fuller probably can get it. The offensive line.
Yeah.
We could give it John Bates for getting in the end zone. Taylor Heinicke. Why not? Let's just give everybody a big hat because this team is on a roll, winning, what is it, 6 of their last 7?
You forget. That's how you forget when we're winning.
Really, very well could be 7 in a row if it wasn't for that call in the Minnesota game. But let's get to this one. It's fun to get to. We love talking about a win, and of course it was a very special day. A day where we honored the life and memory of Sean Taylor, and his daughter Jackie served as an honorary captain for the coin toss. Great to have her and her family back. First offensive play for the Commanders, down 3-0. Taylor Heinicke wastes no time. Terry McLaurin, 21 yards.
Love the call by Scott here, getting that play pass called early. Awesome.
And then Washington marches right down the field. Heinicke checked down to Brian Robinson Jr. right over the defender. It's 7-3 Commanders.
Not only was that a big hat, hey, that DB made a business decision because I've been there before, one-on-one with these guys. Look at his eyes right now. He's scared. I'm scared. His mama's scared. Get in there, B-Rob.
I mean, he is a big guy to take down and obviously good hands as well. Second quarter, same score. Marcus Mariota play fake. Falcons take the lead here.
A little hide and seek there with the tight end in the man-to-man situation. Nice call by Atlanta.
Yeah, it was working all game for them. Next drive, Heinicke buying time on third down, connects with McLaurin. Again, that moves the sticks, and it gets to a Joey Sly field goal.
This is high football IQ. He got that hand on the ground once he got it secured to catch.
And so in kickoff, Cordero Patterson may be the most dangerous returner in the league. Washington very aware. They bottle him on up.
Yeah, great job there in terms of scheming that up and making sure you contain a really dangerous football player. Love that call, kicking it short.
Late in the second, after a fourth down stop, Heinicke right over the middle, picked off by Michael Walker. What was he thinking?
He wasn't thinking, Julie, and that was the problem. Why would you throw it into 4 guys? Come on, Heinicke.
Oopsie. Okay, second half we go. Time to make adjustments. Heinicke to John Bates, like this one, in the end zone for 16 yards. Head coach Ron Rivera joked, who knew Bates had hands?
Yeah, great job by Bates. Everyone knew he had hands.
Yeah,
That's Ron Rivera. He's always talking about how good his hands are. Love the play action pass there to open up this window for Bates. Love the route to accentuate that, but the scheme, the player, everything excellent on that.
I mean, he can block, but it's nice to see him in the offensive game plan as well. Extra point, though, missed by Sly, so it's just a 6-point game. 16-3 now. Robinson had a career day against Atlanta. 18 carries, 101 yards, including this impressive run early in the fourth quarter for 11. He added 20 receiving yards and a TD as well. My, oh my, oh my.
Hey, number 34 Hall, we see you. We see you running away from the fact that number 8 is coming downhill. And look at this. He's coming with nasty intentions. He wants just a little piece of you. I'll take all of it. Thank you, B.
That was a little shake and bake there. Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
whoop, whoop.
He's got excellent feet, and I love the physicality that he's running with right now. It's totally changing the dynamic of this offense. Looks like he's finally getting healthy.
Yeah, and look, he even says he's not where he wants to be. The drive ended in a field goal. The D-line finally gets through to Mariota. Montez Sweat and Casey Toohill combining for the sack.
I love how relentless this group has been up front and how they're working together.
And then late in the fourth, same score. Deron Payne can't quite get to Mariota briefly on the deck, and that is good for a 45-yard gain.
Broken plays are often some of the best plays. When he put their hand on the ground, defense thought he was down.
Yeah, and then you think you're in trouble, right? That's what we all thought. But it is the defense. Deron Payne finishing left hand up, folks. Kendall Fuller grabs the tip pass in the end zone, and that is going to do it.
Way to close that game out by Fuller. Awesome job. Great concentration. Way to seal the win.
I mean, we have been able to trust this defense as of late, and this is exactly why. All right, so the Commanders have now won 3 in a row and 6 of their last 7 overall. Sunday's game featured a heavy dose of running from both sides, with the Commanders rushing for a season-high 176. Atlanta's 332 total yards were the highest allowed by Washington's defense since Week 6, but the defense, they came up big when they needed it most.
The guys are resilient. I don't know what else to say about them. You know, we come in every day and work hard for each other, and you know, we have fun doing it. So to see it come out on Sundays, and especially in situations like that, it's a really cool deal. Again, the defense came up huge there at the end, and you know, Kendall just keeps making those plays. So you know, really good team effort there.
Just competing no matter what happens. You know, Coach Harris always tells us football isn't a game of perfect. You know, guys are going to mess up, and if everybody's hunting, playing with good energy, and just moving on to the next play. And I think we put that on film. Something that we've been working on since OTAs. Something that we prepare for every week, and we just got to keep on going out there, making plays, learning from the things that we did wrong, and just keep on putting together good defense.
I'm very proud of them, just because the biggest thing that they've gotten to where they are right now is because, they believe in what they can do. Okay, there's a lot of negativity that we've tried to get past, and we've tried to work past, and just constantly trying to tell these guys it's what they can do. They're a good group of young men. They really are. They work hard. They rally around each other. They found a common bond and common thread, and that's to doing their job and being successful and winning. And they understand because it feels good, and they know they're more than capable.
Very excited, have at my first 100-yard game, but also just continue to take that stride every week. Finding new ways to just get better and get more comfortable, week in and week out, and I feel like I've continued to do that.
Time for our Mission Debrief, brought to you by the Washington Times. I want to talk about the defense in this one, because if it was not for the defense and Kendall Fuller being able to save that game thanks to Deron Payne, and Deron Payne, the season that he's having, he said it's because he was challenged to not just play hard, but to finish the plays, and all the difference in the world it is having. But in this game, the way that it started wasn't very pretty. It was kind of a bend, don't break defense, Fred.
I was actually anticipating this because these two teams mirror each other, run the ball and play good defense. So I knew they was going to come in and plan to run the ball on a defense that's been shutting everybody down on defense when it comes to the run game. So I knew we had to be physical, but I have to point one man out. I know the defensive line is getting all this love, but Jamin Davis. We're watching a player come into his own right now. We're watching the player sideline to sideline. Once one person went down, he stepped up and said, I can take the load on, and I think he's special right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really great to see that young maturation, not only from him, but guys like Forrest.
Yep.
Christian Holmes comes in and plays a lot of snaps in the game, right? Loving to see those contributions from guys who were kind of developmental pieces, but now they have much larger roles in this defense, and I think a big contribution to their success.
One of the things that Coach Rivera has always talked about is this team is relatively young, and when those young players get the experience, you have to be a little bit patient because they're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
You just hope they don't make some mistakes that are too costly or cost you the game, and we're starting to see them really kind of grow together as well. Washington just one of 2 teams to be top 10 in pass defense and rush defense so far. The defense is definitely keeping them in there. But we can't look past what special teams is doing as well, Logan.
Yeah, I think they've been really great. You know, obviously they missed the field goal yesterday, the PAT yesterday, which isn't a great thing, but the coverage units have been outstanding. I think when you look at specifically the punt team, the way they've been covering kicks, the punt that Tress had yesterday in that game to just down inside the 5, you knew that the defense was going to get a 3 and out there, then get the ball back to the offense with favorable field position. I remember I had special teams coaches say, Fred, that that punt is the first defensive play in the series, and they've done an excellent job of setting up the defense and playing an excellent job throughout the season. Love to see it.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, I believe in the Tress way. I believe in the last 4 games, you've noticed he's been knocked to the ground. That means they're trying to find ways to alleviate him and take him out the game. And I know Joey Sly missed the extra point yesterday, but you know my motto, kick him in the eye, Joey Sly. That's what he do. He comes back and he makes it when you need him. I can say this, these special teams have been special. They've been very special for this team.
Tress Way, you cannot say enough about him. Look, he's already made a Pro Bowl before, but the way he keeps going, you don't have to rely too much on him, but it's okay once in a while if you got to punt, because you know he's going to put you in good field position. Okay, so the offense. All right, still working things out, especially from the first half to the second half, but it seems like they found their identity, Logan.
100% found their identity. They're running the football outstanding. I think when you look at the different schemes they've got drawn up, the 3rd and short call to Brian Robinson that goes for a 20-yard gain, the jet sweep to Antonio Gibson, the way that the run game is complementing itself, they're finding wrinkles, finding ways to get guys touches. I mean, this was the best running performance they've had all year, and it was great to see.
They're bullies. They're bullies at lunchtime. They're bullies on the playground. The offensive line bullies. The D-line bullies. The running backs bully. They're pushing people around, and they're making you like it. They're playing our type of ball. They're going to bring you in and say, you know what? We're going to play in the phone booth. You're going to have to beat us imano. Right.
And look, it was only 44 rushing yards in that first half, and they said, okay, we've got to get back to what we do best, and certainly they finished with the season-high 176, so they found the key to winning. Coming up, we're going to send these two into the film room. They're going to be breaking it down, how the Commanders were able to ground the Falcons' offense in the second half. And Brian Robinson, he flexed his muscle on his first career receiving touchdown of the season. We're going to have more from his big day later in the show.
Ball's tipped, it's in the air, interception, Kendall Fuller.
The entire stadium is on their feet, realizing Washington just might have saved the game.
We're talking about how we had 12 takeaways during the last 6 games, first in the National Football League. A tremendous play by Kendall Fuller, ball tipped at the line of scrimmage. Oh my goodness!
What a play on defense to secure the victory. Now, it was a bit of a rough start for Washington defensively this season, but as of late, they have been climbing the league rankings. They are 8th in total yards, and their 19.7 total points against is 10th in the NFL. One of the main reasons that they've been doing so well lately is because of the adjustments that they've been able to make. And on Sunday, that was keying in on the zone read. Let's see how they did that. Time to go inside the film room. This is presented by Amino. It pays to be healthy.
Fred, always nice to be in here after a victory. One of the things that stuck out to me yesterday, Fred, though, is they had a little bit of a hard time stopping this zone read, right?
I anticipated that.
Did you?
Yeah,
you're a smart man, Fred. Smart man. So zone read, all we're getting done here is the quarterback right here, Marcus Mariota, is reading. See his eyes, how he's looking at this defensive end here?
Yep.
He's reading the defensive end to try to get +1 in the run game. Now we're going to talk about that a little bit more. James had a hard time with this, but he made a correction at a pivotal moment. So let's talk about zone read and how the offense is working through it, okay?
Yep.
So first off, you got 6 blockers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
You have 6 defenders, right? Hat for hat, which is a little unusual. Usually you want to be +1 because you want someone for the running back. Yep. But if you look at this, how this goes, if they were going to block this like Wanda, see the tight end would block here, right? Everybody's blocked up. Boom, 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 boom. So everyone's blocked up. They're trying to force the ball back, I think, here to the cover 2 corner. What do you think, Fred?
They're trying to get this corner isolated. Bring me back to the front right here. James Smith-Williams is the guy they're looking. Look where he's at compared to where this tackle is at. He's very outside of it. He's anticipating them coming back to him. This is where the flow is coming. You said 6 on 6. You forgot about Marcus Mariota.
Right.
He's the 7th guy. He's the guy we cannot account for no matter what. He's the guy that he's making his decision off of, and you can see how he plays this early. It's going to be different how he plays it late.
Yeah, absolutely. And you say, like, so what he's doing here is this action, this intersection point, right,
yes.
is what's blocking James in this look, right?
Yep.
And it's not hat for hat. And the reason you do that, Fred, it's pretty clever, right, is look at this now, right? So this is the perimeter. You're hat on a hat, and he's too far away, but he's going to block.
He's coming to him.
And so there is nobody for the quarterback, right? Because defenses don't account for the quarterback.
We can't assign for him.
Yeah.
It's actually 10 against 11, but we're all into the play. We're not into the person.
Right, absolutely. So this is where the value comes, right? This is where the value of a zone read comes, right? And you want this guy. Teams play it a whole bunch of different ways, right? Here they kind of choose to muddle foot it, right? Muddy feet it is what they call it, where they kind of just stand there. They're not trying to give the quarterback a read. I think that they can get back out and cover this guy, right? Take away the C gap, get back to the quarterback late. But I think they underestimated how fast Mariota was, right?
Yes, not only how fast he is, but what he's trying to do with this. These quarterbacks are like point guards right now. What they're trying to do is get this guy eye on the wrong situation. The wrong situation is the running back, because I'm trying to go around. But if I can get him to stop his feet, when he stops his feet, the stop and start for Mariota is 10 times faster.
Yeah, so obviously you see the advantage of a zone read. Wyatt puts the defense in a bind. See the numbers here. Great job by Jamin here, getting through, tripping him up.
Special play right there. That could be a 40-yard run.
That could have been a huge play, right? Could have been a gigantic play, right? Here it is from the end zone. Again, you see the bind the defensive end is in, how he's closing down to stop the run. He's getting this blocker coming back. A lot of traffic, a lot of noise. Gets through there, and that's why it works, right? But James, smart guy, you know, he IBM scholarship, all that stuff.
Fool me once.
Yeah, right.
Fool
So what does he do? They're
right.
trying to be smart here. They motion up. They're not trying to show the zone read. They motion the sidecar here. And what I love about this dude is that look how aggressive he is right here. James right here. Look how he's attacking the mesh point, right?
Feet are not stopping.
Right.
That's the key on the first one. They stop. Now, here go the difference between the first one and this one.
Right.
The first one was zone. He's going to slow play that zone. This is man to man.
Okay.
Go get the ball get the ball right now. No hesitation. Everybody do their job. I got a man in this gap. I got a man in this gap. I got a man that's coming to this gap. Go get the ball. No hesitation.
And I love this, Fred, because he kind of goes like this. I'm going to take the back, and then the last second he bubbles up. And this is how they normally play the zone read, because it makes the quarterback make a decision really quickly. And also he kind of gives them a false read. He says, oh, you think I'm going to the back?
Not even.
No, I don't think so. I'm going to make a play in this thing. So obviously this is one of the biggest plays in the game. No one's talking about it. But the next play after this, they throw an interception because they get a tackle for loss here off guys rounding the football off of James doing a good job. He makes Smith feel like he's got to throw the football, right? And it ends up being one of the biggest plays of the game.
Not only is it making him have to throw the football in that situation, anytime you get the quarterback at a negative, the next play is ours.
Absolutely. So that's an awesome adjustment in game by James there, and it was a pivotal point in the game. Awesome to see.
And still to come, Taylor Heinicke is riding high after his 2-touchdown performance on Sunday. We take one more look at the win against Atlanta after this break.
Commanders fans, I'm sorry you guys got to go through another one of those games, but a win's a win. Going to New York next week. Hope to see you guys there.
Let's take another look at Washington's win on Sunday. The late Sean Taylor's daughter, Jackie, an honorary captain for the game. Great to have her and the family back. And, well, it was a career day for Brian Robinson Jr. 125 yards from scrimmage, including this 14 TD-yard grab from Taylor Heinicke.
Get out of my way, little boy. Love the physicality there by B-Rob.
Oh, he's tough to take down. Third quarter, tied at 10. Heinicke's second touchdown of the day, this time to John Bates.
Just throw it to me. I can catch it.
Yeah, he can. He says, look, I usually block, but I got hands too. Meanwhile, late in the fourth, it's 19-13 Commanders with the Falcons threatening. Deron Payne, though, he tips the pass. Kendall Fuller says, I got this, and that seals the game with the INT. Commanders win at 19-13. So let's take a look at some of the top performers from Sunday's win. Brian Robinson recorded his first career 100-yard game. The first Washington rookie to rush for over 100 in a game since Antonio Gibson did so in 2020.
Yeah, great to see B-Rob running with such physicality. The vision's there, that toughness, the strength is starting to come back to him, especially after that heinous thing this last offseason. So great to see him be back. And I love the way he's running the football.
And on defense, Montez Sweat had his third straight game with the sack, 28th of his career, now 11th on the franchise's all-time sack list, passing Darryl Grant.
Nothing but a bulldog. Let me tell you something about a hungry dog. A hungry dog will bite you. And Montez Bulldog Sweat showed up, and he's playing relaxed, just like Logan's hair.
And Kendall Fuller had his second straight game with an interception, now his 3 consecutive seasons with at least 10 passes defensed. And not on the list, though, but very well could be, was Taylor Heinicke. And as he told us, though, look, not always are stats what you need to get the victory. This is him on Players Club.
The last 2-3 weeks, stats aren't there, but hey, we're winning, and keeping the ball in our possession is just as important as maybe throwing a touchdown.
Okay, well, I mean, look, he's getting it done. That's okay. A lot of it's because there's a lot of playmakers around him. But I want to give you guys some quarterbacks, some stats, and you tell me which one. I'm not going to tell you their names. Which one you would prefer to have. QB1 led the league this week with 382 yards. QB2 threw for over 240 yards and a pair of touchdowns, but only possessed the ball for 25 minutes in regulation. Number 3, only 138 passing yards, but still has this 2 touchdowns and leads the time of possession category. And QB4, another low yardage game, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Which quarterback would you like to have, Logan?
Well, I think I know who 2 of these guys are. I think 3 is Taylor Heinicke and 4 is Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to go with the 382 at the front. I think I like that stat line quite a bit.
You a Bruin, so you've been cheating all your life. Way to do that. I'm going to go with option 2 because he threw it right at 250. Had 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's kind of the game I want right there.
Okay, well, yes. So Taylor Heinicke would be QB number 3. Is that correct? Okay.
All right.
Look,
Mac Jones. I feel all right with that.
And you had right. Aaron Rodgers there is QB number 4.
I picked the GOAT. I can't go bad.
Yeah, but take a look at the win-losses there. Taylor Heinicke has won, 6 of 1. 6-1.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I did pick Tom Brady.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. If we're trying to build our teams, I go with that. He's going to have a bad day every once in a while, right? Win or loss, I'll take that guy.
I mean, we're trying to justify this.
But there's no need to justify it. The guy's playing good football.
Coach Ron Rivera has said, look, Taylor doesn't have to go out there and be a Tom Brady or be an Aaron Rodgers. Granted, Aaron Rodgers is dealing with a broken thumb. That's why he's struggling a little bit. Because for one thing, the defense is keeping them in, but they've got a lot of playmakers. They're getting it done.
Yeah.
Hey, think about this last Super Bowl we won here. We didn't have a quarterback throwing for 400 yards. We had somebody filling in, doing their job. When you got somebody doing your job, it doesn't matter. I picked Tom Brady. Remember his first year, he just filled in and did his job.
That's a great point. And I think like when you look at Taylor Heinicke, he's elevating the parts of this game that need to be elevated. Elevating the offensive line, allowing you to run the football, converting on third downs, making plays when he's had to. The only thing is you'd like him to be a little bit more risk averse, but that's all right. He'll get better at that as we go.
There were a couple times in that game where going, oh no, it's an interception. Oh no, we got away with it somehow, some way. But you do have to be careful with the ball. But that's also what you get with Taylor. You also get those moments where you're like, wow, amazing. Hopefully we'll get more of those coming up because it's the Giants next. Thanks for joining us.